Well, good morning all. As you can see, the sun's out. This is where I spent the evening. There's a railway line there. I came in over there last night in the dark. Got my rucksack here next to where I slept, just off the footpath, and the only trace I've left that I was here was this bit of flattened grass. Had a good evening, laid underneath the stars, pleasant evening, but I'm all packed up, ready to move on to my next destination. I could go that way, but the shorter route to the train station is the way I actually came in. It's about 1.5 miles, I suppose, maybe 2 miles. Back to the train station and move on to Perry Woods for the day. It's going to be a good day, looking forward to it. Stay with me and we'll see what happens. Bye bye for now. Sounds like there's a train coming. I think I better give it a minute or so before I cross this line. Lovely views though. So that's where I was, camped up in that field over there. And here comes the early morning train. Keep your eyes and ears open, just in case there's another one. Can't see nothing in that direction. That's the train station I'm heading for, but I can't walk in a straight line. Carefully we go. It's the route I have to take, even though I showed you the train stations down there not too far. I have to go up across these fields, over this stile, excuse me. I have to go up there past that manor house, that farm, cross by that church, then back down through the village. And I'll be at the train station to catch my train to my next destination. I've got a funny feeling and a wonderful feeling. It's going to be a good day today. I didn't have my steak last night, so I've got steak and eggs and bread. It's going to be a nice breakfast in the woods. Well, I'm not sure if you can see the tree line down the bottom there. That was the other side there where I was camped. But look at the views. So just coming into the little village of Wye itself, and it's just down past the other side, them white buildings over there is where the train station is. I did think about actually walking all the way to Perry Woods, but it's about a 10-mile walk today, and my feet aren't up to it, to be honest, today. Had a problem with my airbed last night. The valve went on it when I tried to put it down this morning. So the only way I could put it down was put a hole in the bottom. I'll see if I can repair the valve when I get home. If not, it'll be a case of buying a new one. Seems every time I go away, something happens. Little minor things. Always cost me more than I anticipated. I've used it for quite a while. It's a winter one, so I used it all last winter as well. So it's had a lot of use and abuse, especially on the valve, because I suppose I do tend to over tighten them to make sure they don't go down the night. But I might have to think about getting a different sort of mat. I do like the air beds, purely and simply because it takes up very little room. But might have to look at getting a cheaper version, I think. So anyway, stunning views, like I say, stunning views. Must press on. Doing well. Soon be at the train station. I'll get the train from here to Canterbury. Stunning views behind me. Absolutely amazing. Look at that. That's what it's all about. So anyway, as I was saying, get the train to Canterbury. Canterbury West, I think it is. Then walk through the city of Canterbury to Canterbury East, and jump on the train to a place called Selin. It's about maybe 2.5 mile walk from there up to Perry Woods itself. It's going to be a really good day. Off through the gates and continue my journey. Bye for now. Oh, hi there all. When I went to the pub last night, the Tickle Trout, it was a bit dark to actually show you the river. I was actually sitting just the other side of them trees there. Yeah, lovely. Just right for a paddle. No, I actually slept last night. It was about a mile up that river, I suppose. As you know, just on the other side of it. It's quite pleasant. I'll take you across the road. There's a weir there. Keeps it flowing, keeps it aerated. Stops it from flooding, which is a good thing. I did wonder if there was somewhere I could get down next to the riverbank this morning, sit there and make my breakfast. Doesn't quite seem like it, not at this point anyway. Anyway, train station's just here. As I was saying yesterday, that's the train station where I'm heading off this morning from. So I'll check back with you all very, very shortly. Well, just got off the train at Canterbury West. Just got to walk through Canterbury itself, up to Canterbury East. Canterbury Station. I'll jump on the next train, which is en route to home anyway, but I'll be getting off at Selin and off to Perry Woods. I left my phone cable charger for my power bank and my solar panel at home. My phone's running pretty low, so I'm hoping when I get into the Canterbury city, I know they've got a Poundland there. Not sure if they'll be open this time in the morning. If they are, I'll buy myself a cable for £1. Charge up my phone. If not, I've got plenty of batteries in my camera anyway. Let's continue onwards. Well, pound shop was closed. There was a mobile phone shop, as there's loads of these days, virtually next to me. So I popped in there. I said, have you got a charger cable, USB cable? And he said, yeah, it's £12 please. I said, no, you can forget that. He said, well, how much are you willing to spend? I said, well, they spend them in the pound shop for £1. He said, well, I have got cheaper ones for £5. So obviously he was trying to sell the dearer one straight away. Unbelievable. Or just arrived Selling station. Selling. And now a couple of mile walk up to Perry Woods. So the time is 9:30 in the morning. So got all day here. I nearly stopped in Canterbury in one of the parks there because there was toilets and a water tap, and I thought about stopping there and cooking my breakfast, but I thought no, I'm going to cook my breakfast in the woods. Makes it so much more enjoyable. Let's continue on. Talk to you shortly. Hi there. There was a sign a little further back that said, well, a road sign that said Selling was 1 mile and Perry Woods was 1 mile. So I've taken this route before, so rather than walk along the road, which I think's not that far in that distance, in that direction, but as you know, if you've seen my other videos, I prefer to walk cross country through fields and forests and trees and woodlands and you name it. I love it. I just like being in nature, being outdoors. On a beautiful day like this, it's 10:15, so by 10:30 I should be at the picnic tables cooking me breakfast, and as you know, having a coffee. Well, I'm actually walking through Perry Woods now, just following me memory maps on my phone and my GPS, heading for the picnic tables so I can have my breakfast and a coffee or two. It says it's in this direction, so I'm following the bridleway at the moment. There's lots of little walks around here. It's a lovely pleasant woodland, quite old, ancient, vast variety of trees. I'm not actually sure if you get deer around here. I think you might, but I'm not sure. I'll check back with you when I find my picnic site. Well, found the picnic tables. Got the water on, boiling, ready for me coffee. And I've got my steak and my eggs. I've also got a couple of cup shots, warming tomato and herb pasta ones if need be. And there's a couple of people over there, the horse box and some horses. People out picnicking, enjoying themselves. Like I say, I'm gonna have me coffee and then on with me breakfast. Well, I had a couple of cups of coffee and had my breakfast. Cooked far too much, so I've got a little bit of steak in a food bag. It'll keep a couple of hours at least. So I've got a bit extra snack. Yeah, I just couldn't eat it all. Off through the woodland, burn off a few of the calories. I know up the top here there's a wonderful viewpoint. Also up this way somewhere is a pub. So have to have a cheeky little beer before I go home, as you do. I think as it's uphill all the way to the viewpoint, I won't have a beer first. I'll struggle up the hill, then have a beer on the way back. A lovely pleasant day. There's quite a few people here. Car park's quite busy. just a lovely walk, lovely area. Never camped here yet. One day I will. Nice little reasonably flat spot there, look. Well, just struggled up a very steep hill, making my way towards, there's a viewing platform, as I said. Just hopefully it's not too busy around there, and I hope the views are spectacular. When I've been here in the past, and there's been a lot of people around this area, just sitting there enjoying the views, having picnics, whatever. It's definitely not wheelchair friendly to get up to this point. But down by the car park there's lots of tracks that are very wheelchair friendly, I suppose. The only thing that's actually missing from here, from the whole of Perry Woods, is public toilets. We could really do with a toilet. I think it's just a little bit further up here. Well, there's tracks going off in lots of different directions. Plenty of places to wander, explore. I'll be back with you in a few minutes. Well, just walked up through that pathway there, next to them pines. And over here we have the viewing platform. So I'll take you up there now. Have a look at the views. I've actually put my rucksack down on the other side of the platform there. And that's the views we have. Miles and miles and miles. Well worth the slog up the hill to get to this point. There's people picnicking, so I don't want to do too much filming. It's a little bit worn compared to last time I was here, and as always, a tiny bit of graffiti which spoils it. Views themselves, absolutely stunning. Well, just left the viewing platform there where I showed the views. Lots of pine trees around this point and those sorts of trees. Another spectacular view through the trees there. Now these will all lose their leaves in the winter. The view will be even better. So now heading off back down the track, back down the steep climb to get up to this point. And I believe when you get to the bottom of that steep climb, come to a little track or little dirt road, I think it is. And if I remember rightly, you bear a left there up to the pub. Oh, it's just stunning, just stunning. This is just what I love about the countryside and places like this, places of natural beauty. Wow. Oh wow. Made it to the Rose and Crown. Managed to get a seat. You have to wait outside to be seated. There's a lot of places now. But I managed to get a seat here, right by the chickens. So I'm going to sit down and enjoy my pint. So I've just left the Rose and Crown, which is just behind me, just there, and I'm heading up that line there, and when I come out there's another pub just there, and I've been there before. That's quite a nice pub. It's on my route home. So it's the end of this track, I believe. Maybe half a mile, I suppose. And just to my left. So we'll go and have another cheeky little beer before I head off the train station and back off home. Thoroughly enjoying my day. Lovely walk. Lovely weather. Seen quite a lot of people. You could walk for ages and ages, and as you can see there's nobody about. You can hear people, so there are people around, but there's so many different little tracks that shoot off in different directions. Well, you'd be walking like I am now, not see anyone for a quarter of an hour, 20 minutes. Just really pleasant, lovely place. I love being here. I love all woodland. I love all the countryside. Just love being outdoors. Right, that sign there just on the right, where the sun's shining through the bushes, is where I've just emerged from Perry Woods. And it's just here, where this rope is the White Lion pub. The one I was heading for, that I said about. There's about a mile walk between the two, maybe a mile and a half. But pleasant walk through Perry Woods. So we're going to try the beer. So, I've just left the White Hart pub, which was back up there. On my way to the station, get the train back home. I must admit, the pub, the White Hart, was much better. Much better. Beer was better. About the same price, but the staff and the service was a lot better. Very friendly pub. Thoroughly recommend the extra bit of walking out of Perry Woods to get to it. Never tried the food there, but the food does look good as well, so just thought I'd let you know how things are going. Like I say, on my way back to Selling Station. Well, here I am, arrived at Selling Station, and the train I have to catch is a 16:27 to London Victoria, and it's now nearly 4 or 16:09, so not too long to wait. It's been a thoroughly lovely weekend, I must admit. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Weather's still good, sun's still out. Just a shame I have to go home. Just sit down and wait for the train to arrive. Back to work tomorrow. So thanks for staying with me.